Hey guys, what's happening here? We are live here on the DST show, here to break out the new, reigning, defending 2022 NBA champions of the world, the 2022 Golden State Warriors. A lot of fans doubted them to even making it over to the second round, and over the experience of the dominant performance of Stephen Curry, the amazing play of both Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole, and the flop, of course, the veteranship of Draymond Green. The Golden State Warriors win their fourth NBA Finals championship, their second without Kevin Durant since 2015. You got to give it up to Steph, bro. Fucking murderer the entire time. Even without making a three, he was still effective offensively. Bro, this was insane. Even though we all hate the Warriors fan base, we all hate... What's going on, Sonic? We all hate the Warriors fan base. Some people don't like the style of play of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. You can't neglect their efficiency, their dominance, and their impact they've had in the NBA. If 3 doesn't convince you, 4 will. I got to give it up to Stephen Curry. What a performance. Game 7 will not happen. Warriors lock it in 6. Andrew Wiggins dropped 18 clean, going 7 of 18, 4 of 9 from the field. Draymond, people, why the hell are y'all allowing Draymond to score more than 10 points a game? And this is the second straight game. The guy was getting second chance points like crazy. You should have known as soon as Draymond dropped more than 4 points, Warriors are unbeatable. Clay only dropped 12. Fake Clay is more efficient. I don't know how you went 5 of 20 and only 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. That's awful. But Steph cleared it, going 50% off both 3-point and 2 points. 34 points after dropping 21. Jordan Poole only dropped 15. Stop looking at the chicks on the floor. What a way to go out. I'm seeing the victory right now, guys. I'm coming from work. I don't know who was on the foul line. You got to give it up to the Celtics. They have nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody's going to shit on. All the Celtics were trashed. Tatum should have dropped 40 every game. Guys, we know it was a team effort. Al Horford couldn't perform well. Marcus Smart was struggling to shoot from behind the arc. Jaylen Brown dropped 34. He was astounding offensively in the NBA Finals, and they just couldn't find an answer when it comes to trying to pressure, quadruple team on Steph Curry, not spreading out the floor. They're letting out too many open looks when they're pushing down the floor. Not the best performance of Jason Tatum. Only 13 points, pushing 33 from the field. Oh, wow. Derek White, I expected a lot more. 2 fucking points in 16 minutes with a minus 26. That's unforgivable. Peyton Pritchard, white boy number 666. Yeah, they're that irrelevant in the NBA. And Grant Williams only dropped 3 points. Yeah. I didn't even know we had Luke Cornett on the team, but, that's wild. What a performance by the Golden State Warriors. Draymond does not win Finals MVP. Out of this series, I hope Steph wins Finals MVP and stop being like he's ass in the playoffs when he's one of the major reasons why they even make it to the finals anyway. Steph got to get that dumbass golf logo off his hat right now. I liked his older logo where it looked like you know what? It still looked like a golf logo. Giving it, I know he's trying to go like the cursive route. And there's his wife. Hey, I want more men to give me more attention other than you. Oh, baby, I just won the finals. Don't try to ruin my career. What's going on, Sin? Anybody's welcome to pull up. We can go over a plethora of topics. The finals just concluded. The Golden State Warriors, let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations. The Stanley Cup Finals still happening. I heard that the Avalanche did pretty well in Game 1 in a 4-3 victory. And you'll hear soon, as soon as we talk about wrestling, that positive tone is about to go down a lot. So let's just keep it as we can. Steph averaging the 4th most hot points in the NBA Finals. That's on the same line as LeBron James, and that's on the same line as Michael Jordan. You don't see players averaging 30-plus points in a final series unless they're Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Yeah, Jay Rance is happy. We all know this. I listened to Bonafide Heat too. That was Steph Curry's a fucking GOAT, better than Kobe. Hey, yo, we got a first guest here. I think I'll just try to put a private one over for Swerve if he can pull up. But here's Top Dog. What's poppin', Top Dog?
Nothing much. How's everybody's night going?
Yeah, well, I'm just coming off from work, so as soon as payday hits, my night's gonna be perfectly fine. But for the Warriors, I don't fuck with their fan base, but I give respect to Curry and the Warriors for proving everybody wrong, because plenty of people would have had the Lakers and Nets hitting the finals if they weren't overhyped.
Oh, they were massively overhyped. I saw that from a mile away.
And many people would have. You thought that as soon as the series went a bit longer, because let's keep it a buck. The Celtics were a bit more of a tiring team, and they were being the same way they were with Jimmy Butler being too over-reliant with Tatum. The guy went 33 from the field. And guess what? The Warriors have played less games than the Celtics in the playoffs. The Celtics went over 2 Game 7 series, bro.
Dang.
Like, no one's going to – I'm sorry, you're not going to be convincing. It's like the fucking Suns when they the Suns when they went a Game 7 with they went Game 6 with the fucking sorry-ass Pelicans. Are you kidding me? Says there's a connection issue. Yeah,
I know Jay Rance is celebrating right now.
By the way, is there any further information about what's going on with Stephanie?
What's going on with her?
Well, you heard about her leave out the company for a while now, and most people would have brung it over marital issues that she had with Hunter or creative issues since they want to put Nick Khan as more of the VP of the WWE.
I haven't heard more on the Stephanie issue. From my knowledge, I haven't heard more of any of it. Now the Vince, I heard the Vince McMahon stuff. I heard about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Swerve is backstage and he's having a bit of a connection issue. Maybe he should pull. He needs to like. Oh yeah, he just popped out. Hopefully he gets that fixed up. We'll pull him up soon. Anybody else is welcome to come, man. We chilling here. It's late night. We got new NBA champions. Now it's time for the biggest part of the NBA, the off season. I mean the draft.
Did you hear about the Vince McMahon scandal?
Huh?
Did you hear about Vince McMahon and his scandal?
Yes, $3 million hush money scandal. He betted $3 million if he would slap the ass of Dewdrop without hearing a wet fart. Somehow it happened. It was a secret.
The only way that I think they're going after him. The only way he can get in trouble is if he was using the company's money, because that would be shareholders' money, and that's illegal.
Yeah, that's shareholders' money. But you think this was years prior?
I really don't know with that guy.
Well, we're gonna bring up a few people that discussed this previously last night. Here's Swerve and here's Sin.
What up, y'all? What up? We a tag team up on this Cinnamon Swerve.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good ass drink.
Right?
It kind of does.
The Cinnamon Swerve, get it with the citrus.
Who's the other guy? What's up, Top Dog?
Oh, what's up, everyone?
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah, we wanna go further into this whole scandal involving Vince and his hush money because I heard it's because they're publicly traded, it is shareholders. So I want to understand if this is like before they went public, that this was dug up years ago. There's no way a 70-something-year-old man.
This been going on for a while. He's been doing it. Nah, it was reported that he paid somebody off like 2 or 3 years ago.
If he used his own money, what could they actually do if he didn't use WWE's account to pay off them?
They can't do nothing.
What you think it was for? You think it was for like what he paid off for sex or?
Yeah, it was hush money.
Was it with So I heard it was with an employee.
It was with a paralegal he hired.
I think my little 2 cents that we already knew that Linda McMahon and Vince McMahon broke up. They didn't, divorce, but the title cheaper to keep them. And around that time, Linda was going for her campaign, the small business cabinet with Trump. So they knew if they brought that up now, like, oh man, I already know you messed with somebody, Vince. Let's just have her sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, so it won't mess up my campaign and it won't mess up your WWE corporation, and that's that. And they're
this whole affair situation was handled, you're saying, behind closed doors while keeping some people hush hush.
Yep.
But what they going in on Vince on is if there's any sexual allegations, and if he paid the girls using the company's money, because using the company, if he was to use the company's money, that's illegal. He can get in trouble.
That's worse. That's the worst thing. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Understanding Vince, I feel like he's not that financially reckless, especially from 2 fucking years ago when he's still in his 70s.
And especially for $3 million, this is gonna fly over.
This is gonna fly over
definitely.
quickly. Oh, the WWE. Sasha Banks is gonna leave. Sasha Banks is not Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair is not a draw leader. No,
she's not a draw, but nepotism has a way more thing. Why you think there's more bring up of Sasha Banks getting fired? Because she's more expendable. She's not Tamina. She's not Natalia, or else those bitches would have been out the door quickly.
But the thing, yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, with people like Charlotte Flair and Natalia, is that they have connections. That's the only reason why he still got a job. Or
your dead racist dad, and of course your murdering. I'm sorry.
Steph Curry finally won his MVP.
He should have won it in 2015, but I'm not a basketball fan no more.
Andre Iguodala.
He took me away.
Give me Iguodala. Give me Iguodala.
I've been watching because there's really nothing on, so I wish I could not because of the BS. But it's what's on. It's that or freaking watching home, cooking shows and shit.
You leave your channel on home cooking. I'd rather watch Cartoon Network, bro.
Yo, you were watching the game though tonight, guys, weren't you? Or no?
No, I wasn't.
I was
DST.
I was in the middle of work, so I was only picking up on clips.
Damn, and I know you didn't. The vibe of the show, maybe somebody in your chat room, the vibe of the whole entire game was off. Like there was no energy. It didn't feel like the finals. Like the crowd wasn't into it. The energy wasn't there, and it was just very lackadaisical. Like it just had a weird vibe to it. Like what? This is the finals?
Well, my team absolutely sucks, so I don't bother watching anymore.
I mean, I think it's because I think the momentum was already taken off because of what happened over the previous 2 games. Because I saw that energy back on TD Bank before. What happened to Swerve?
I don't know. You must have just up and left.
He must have crashed or something because he had a connection issue before. So, I think why the energy was taken off, what Swerve just claimed before, was over, probably they knew that they were going to lose.
Mm-hmm. I still heard you.
So that could be the reason. And plus, low-key racist. They don't want to think Grant Williams. Even Boston fans are racist.
Oh, going back to that.
I hate that storyline they were doing, man. That Boston is racist thing is getting played out, man. Everything is racist on ESPN.
Kyrie Irving just bringing that up.
That's why nobody watches ESPN no more, because they got to bring identity politics into everything.
I hate watching ESPN. I can't even watch top 10s anymore.
Yo,
I
I
was gonna
hated
say-
it when what's his name? Somebody said it was Team Light Skin versus Team Dark Skin when
And
it was the Splash Brothers going against LeBron James and what's his name? The guy that gets high. And I was
Kevin
just like,
Love is white though.
no, the guy that gets high, Smith,
Willie Nelson.
J.R.
Oh,
Smith.
J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith.
Yeah, so they called him Team Dark Skin versus Team Light
He's
Skin of
golfing
Clay.
now. He's golfing now.
And I was like, wow, they're really taking it down this route. Like that's, oh.
Is that the most? Oh, these light skins that can only shoot. They're not that athletic against LeBron James and a crackhead and a terrible bench.
It sucks, man. As a white guy too, I have nobody really to cheer for. Like Luka's corny. I like Steph and Clay. Right? I like the Draymond's real, man. I love Draymond. He reminds me of Dennis Rodman. It's so
yeah, but like a softer version. He runs
yeah,
like a softer version.
Like he'll try to preach over for the foul.
for sure. Clay Thompson looks like a white Scottie Pippen, and you got Scott.
Draymond
Yeah.
Green is like a YMCA player in the pro level. Respect to Draymond. That's his fourth ring.
Hey, I was gonna say this. I was gonna hark you back to that advanced thing a little bit. I could also. I wonder if Nick Khan is doing a power play move, and this is how him and The Rock gets the company. Which, if that was to happen, that would be hilarious.
Oh,
Well, hear me out real quick. Just to see Triple H and Shawn Michaels' reaction, because we all know that they both try to bury The Rock in the late '90s, try to ruin his career. So now it'll be funny. It'll be funny to see The Rock become their boss.
That would be something.
And they're friends with each other too. They have a picture of them with the XFL stuff going.
Hey, I want to understand this. I want to understand this.
Yeah.
So over the decline, because we all know the NBA Finals isn't getting the viewership it used to.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the excuse of AEW fans like they watch basketball?
No, it was the NHL Finals last night that went into overtime that affected their ratings.
Huh?
They always have
Really?
No. Wait. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. Before you say anything else, bro, I can't agree with that. You know why? Because I'm seeing guys bring up that Mario Party is better than Mario RPG on the stands. They don't watch hockey. They don't watch basketball. So why aren't we getting 2 million viewers, or at least 1 million?
It's the thing with AEW fans is that they always have an excuse. There's always an excuse with them when it comes to their shitty ratings. You know, you justified the bad ratings for AEW fans and be like, oh, that's because people don't watch cable no more. People are streaming or DVRing. Now, despite the fact there were DVRs back in the day when wrestling was actually getting high numbers, and also yeah, streaming is the thing now. But tell me why there's still shows on cable that's able to get like 5 million viewers.
Yeah, man.
Literally, you can see down below, and I saw the averages for shows that are on the same time slot as Dynamite on Wednesdays, and guess what they're averaging? 3.2s, 5.3s, 1.2s. Bar Rescue at least averages 1.5.
Bar Rescue.
Bar Rescue.
It's trash.
AEW is just a glorified independent league.
Wait. One more thing. Real Housewives of Hollywood.
Dubai is next.
Bro, it's crazy because AEW fans love to hate on the Attitude Era and like try to prop this era up.
They don't try to hate on the Attitude Era. They try to hate on WCW's era when they had when they glorified what AEW has. When they had Lucha Libre, when they actually had Japanese strong style. Swerve's gone again. He's like my father.
No, they hate both. They hate both. They hate both the Attitude Era and WCW.
And I saw. Now,
and they have a huge fixation on talking about WWE nonstop.
You know who else also has a huge fixation to talk about WWE nonstop? JD from New York. And now I went over from the stream from earlier this afternoon before I went to work. JD came around trying to disagreeing with Booker T. I'm trying to look for the tweet. I should have saved the tweet. Going over Booker T. There it is right here. So are you using your phone now?
Yeah.
All right.
My bad. I X'd out. I'm still learning the format on the phone.
We all have to learn, man. So Booker T claimed AEW is partly responsible for Jeff's current situation due to the pain of death-defying dives, and he's done since joining the company. Do you agree, Booker T's take? And then JD just critically bashes him without bringing up a certain take because WWE didn't build an entire story about his alcoholism to extent of accusing him of driving drunk and shoving alcohol in his face. Because he did, JD. They're mocking him because Jeff is reckless. While you're doing shit, while AEW is making him do shit, that's going to make him go into his vices. Guess what helps you deal with physical pain? Painkillers and alcohol.
Me and Cinnamon were talking about
going to rehab.
Me and Cinnamon were talking about that his brother's enabling him too, big time last night.
Yeah. Because without Jeff, Matt's not anything.
Matt, next to Edge, there's the 15 black men that's been with Lita that are way better than you as a man.
Damn. Okay.
Screw you. I hate Matt. That leeching bitch without the broken. Look, the broken shit isn't anything without Jeff. Let's keep it a buck. And second, let me continue reading this. Shoving alcohol in his face for weeks and making him take a piss test. And guess what? He got over that entire storyline.
DST, holy shit.
No, because I don't respect people like that.
DST will be like, Lex Luger's the worst freaking wrestler in the world because his daddy was single and left his mom alone.
That's what I'm reading from JD. It's not for me. I have nothing against Booker T. Booker T brought up a good point. Why are you letting him do shit that's gonna make him go into worser things? He's gonna bring up stuff.
My phone is disconnecting.
Like, really? I don't get it. And you're disagreeing with Booker T that's been around people like his brother that's went through drugs, went through alcohol. He's been through guys on the road that went through DUI and personal vices, and yet Tony Khan doesn't do anything like do background checks, make sure that there's somebody checking on Jeff Hardy, or make his brother go out there on the road with him. No, it's not AEW's responsibility to check up on their employees to make sure that they don't go through shit like that. JD, you're a mark. I hate your cats. I hate your cheap-ass green screen and your musty-ass AJ Styles hat. Sorry, go ahead, Sid.
I can't stand JD. I don't even know the last time I actually even watched anything of his.
I need painkillers now.
I've never watched the stream. He's garbage.
Oh my god!
On another note, I was getting attacked. I had some Sasha stands come after me earlier because because the Sasha stands, they live in delusion. They were saying that she doesn't need WWE. WWE needs her, and they were saying Sasha. They were saying that Sasha Banks' core fan base is people that don't watch wrestling. They was claiming that she's up there with Beyonce. It's like, and I called them out.
Okay, first of all, you don't any of these wrestlers nowadays. You don't know unless WWE shows you. It's not the other way around. People know who The Rock is because they see him in commercials. They see him looking like a movie star, and then they'll be like, "Oh, he wrestles. This is where he's from." No, you're not over. Okay, that's not how being over works. You're over to the wrestling fans. You're not personally over mainstream. Sopranos is over mainstream.
Thank you.
The last mainstream wrestler there was probably Cena.
It's only John Cena. John Cena's the only person that drawed over the past several manias. You're thinking nobody wanted to watch WrestleMania 36? No, it wasn't 36. It was 34 with Undertaker. Nobody wanted to see. You're telling me when you're in an elementary school, you didn't give a shit about Wrestle Kingdom. You cared about
I forgot what happened at that Mania, to be honest with you.
Mania 28 had Undertaker, Triple H, Hell in a Cell, and The Rock, John Cena. Those are the two matches people will pull out their ass. If somebody told me that Jericho and CM Punk stole the show, I know who we were in life.
You are a retard if you think CM Punk and Chris Jericho stole the show at WrestleMania 28. Because you can say the match quality was better than Rock and Cena, but who cares? Because Because that's what they would try to say is that CM Punk, but Punk and Jericho, they had the better match quality than Cena and Rock. Like, who cares?
People got to stop saying match quality because match quality is what gets people invested. It's not just if you do a better armbar than somebody else. You're a mark. You're a mark, bro. I swear,
Yep.
if you go to any other veteran that's been in the business, and you better take their fucking advice. Take the advice of somebody that was successful, not because they're good at it and they're not even employee of the month. Chill out, okay?
Yeah. You think people wanted to watch Rock and Austin at WrestleMania 17 because of their art in general? You think people want to
Listen to people
Austin
like
and Rock?
Road Dogg, Al Snow, and guess what they're gonna say? The best match was Hogan and Andre, not Ricky Dragon Steamboat as Macho Man Randy Savage, because it got more people invested.
Exactly. Thank
Yep.
you. Exactly. You think people wanted to watch Austin and Rock because of the in ring?
It's cool, Swerve.
You think people wanted to watch Austin and Rock
Take your
in
time.
ring? No, they wanted to watch because of the characters between them. That's what got them invested to watch. And then they put on a good match. That's how it is. You get people invested with the story and the characters, and then look at Undertaker and Shawn, part of the greatest match of wrestling history. What did they do? Well, the characters between them being two legends in the story got people to watch, and then they put on a 5-star classic. That's how you do it. It's not the other way around. Just going out there and wrestling, it's not going to get people invested. You got to have the character. You got to have the story. You got to be. That's how you do it. That's what I miss about wrestling. They don't know how to. But these wrestlers,
same here.
But
Like
these wrestlers can work on themselves.
There could
Like
be a
Sasha Banks.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'm not. You're not done with your point. You're not done with your point. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like wrestlers like Sasha Banks, they have these egos. And they think they're hot. They think they're hot still because they get glorified by the internet fans. And it's like, dude, she's not a megastar. She's not The Rock in 2000. She's not Stone Cold Steve Austin in 98. She's not Hulk Hogan in 1990, late 80s. They were megastars, especially The Rock in the year 2000 when they were drawing 7s and 8s. When The Rock was in TV, when The Rock was in the White Club John song, it doesn't matter. No, when The Rock was at political conventions, The Rock.
Hey, these people gotta focus on the numbers for once in their life. It's like that's a great match, but guess what? Not a lot of people didn't want to watch it. Ember Moon is one of those people now, Sinza, but just knowing, just watching how it is. Not a lot of people are gonna watch how you were in a smaller audience because it's not a lot of people watching. So what makes them feel more invited?
Exactly.
Well, that's not gonna make them.
This here.
Wait,
hold
on, Tata. No problem. But it's to the extent if it doesn't feel inviting, not a lot of people are gonna watch, and then they're gonna shame you for just doing this type of crap. It's insane, and just knowing like. Not a lot of people talking about it. Wrestling YouTubers are less likely talking about it. You have to hear it off those England jobbers that got no personality ever talking about wrestling. They talk about it like they're going over a FIFA match. Who wants to think about an action? And let me tell you something. This is a big example here, bro. Who wants to talk about a fight like it's a sport when it's already fake? You just look at the marvelous choreography when Thanos faced Iron Man. You think children are talking like that in public, talking about a fight in a movie? So what makes you think that they're gonna say, "Oh my God, McIntyre beat the shit out of the guy"? Are you sure you didn't? Did you know that match should have went longer? Shut the fuck up, Jimmy. You watch Dragon Ball Super. We know that. We know you and Casey are still friends. How long it's been since you asked her out? Like shit like that. And now I gotta hear like even people like Chavo Guerrero said that they're a better worker than John Cena, even though the reason that you're still employed is because Eddie Guerrero's dead. I'm sorry.
I thought he got fired from the company. I didn't know
he got hired in AEW years prior, right? He was with Andrade for so.
Well, to be honest, I don't keep. I forget.
No one keeps track. No one keeps track about AEW, but just understand. I saw him in Lucha Underground. I saw him on TNA. I saw him on. You're on too much shit where people already don't value you except your last name. I hate people like that so much. And then they say that they're better than somebody at a job that's fake. if wrestlers have that mentality, you will never be successful.
Pretty much.
And I'm gonna say this real quick. For business in general, if you're trying to get up in the world, dog, take opinion by people more successful. JD went with that the wrong way, just like CM Punk did. I went over that in a stream a few weeks ago when CM Punk was berating Eric Bischoff over his opinion of AEW not cohorting to a more casual audience. And guess what? Eric Bischoff was right. You know why? Because he was involved with a fan base, with a casual audience, and got the most viewership that was bigger than an NFL primetime game. So what are you doing trying to be like, you're getting rid of the young guy shine? CM Punk, you're 40 and you lost 2 UFC fights. What are you trying to act like a badass for? And then you're trying to assault the guy that got more viewership on Thunder than you have on Dynamite? That's a bad sign. And Tony Khan was defending him, Top Dog. So Tony Khan was defending him, and you know what he said? He got record-breaking viewership for Rampage, not Dynamite. He got record viewership for my B show, not my A show. He's not a draw. You're not a draw, Punk.
Thank you. I've been saying this for a long time. People, they call it idiot. Oh, sorry, my fault.
No problem. Just one more thing I'm about to say before you go on. He's a crippled mark with a Auschwitz wife and a jobber personality. And the way he treated Cole Cabana, I'm shocked he didn't pimp slap him as soon as he hit backstage because of the safe space mentality that locker room has. AW is a bunch of overprivileged pussies in the indie circuit that never learned that if they were that good, they would have had more people in their bingo halls, in their cafeterias, and their warehouses. All right, Top Dog, what you have to say? I apologize.
All I have a few things to say is that, one, people need to stop with people throw the word megastar around way too much nowadays. It's like, that word is like, dude, CM Punk is not a megastar. Roman Reigns, even though he's the biggest star in the industry right now, he's not a megastar. And Sasha Banks is definitely not a megastar. It's like, why? It's like, these Sasha stands, where are they coming? Like, oh, because she had one tiny role in The Mandalorian, all of a sudden she's this big mainstream star. It's like, no, she's still known to wrestling fans, dog.
So you're gonna compare? Wait, Sasha Banks was a side character, while Kevin Nash was like an antagonist in what, The Punisher?
Exactly. Like what? Like, yeah, like what? The Rock. I always say this. I can't stress this enough. I always say this. The Rock in the year 2000, that's the definition of a megastar. He was massively over with the crowd. He was drawing record ratings that we may never see again in wrestling. He was drawing.
We won't ever see them again.
Yeah, The Rock was drawing 6s and 7s on a weekly basis in the year 2000. He was at political conventions. He built the first Xbox with Bill Gates, even though it was 2001, but you get my joke. But he was in the song with White Club John called "It Doesn't Matter." You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in that. He was on the That 70s show. He was at the MTV Awards. He was everywhere. Dude, The Rock in year 2000 was probably the most popular guy in pop culture. In there. That's the definition of a megastar. And then he's gone on to become even bigger because right now he's probably the biggest star in the world right now. It's like that's a megastar. Sasha Banks is not a megastar. This is two different things.
All right. I think we got everything we had about burying Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
We of course had Ronda Rousey recently spoke on Kurt Angle's show. Is this from 2019? I swear, I think we went over this before about Ronda Rousey saying that wrestling was fake. It is. Yeah. I don't know why that. I get it because she's under contract, but it's like, yeah, you are spot on, Top Dog. But we understand that she's.
Sorry to interrupt. I just gotta correct Sonic. Yeah, thank you, Sonic. Just have to set it straight on the word megastar and the actual meaning of it. But go ahead, DST.
Yeah, we already know that she's under contract and already doesn't give a shit about the company except taking the money that she can because she's the only female draw in the company. Like that means anything. By the way, a report from Fightful Select notes going recently Double or Nothing pay-per-view. AEW is considering to move the AEW World Tag Team titles on the Hardys, who last seen together back at the pay-per-view. I mean, during WrestleMania weekend under pressure. They gave it to the Young Bucks anyway. So what's the report here? This is from under an hour ago. What news is this? And I forgot Slammiversary was this Sunday.
I can't keep up all this stuff.
On Impact, I remember I tried to because I don't mind the Briscoes. We're gonna segment this over to Impact now. What the fuck is there on Impact other than hitting an AEW WWE mid-carders and AEW jobbers that can't cut it on the AEW because they don't went to molest little girls like Tony Khan. Tony Khan looks like a weirdo. Tony Khan came from looking like an intern for Microsoft to looking like a gamer pedo that plays Smash Brothers. He's a weirdo. Why are you screaming like you're trying to defend your action figures are more pristine than anybody else like you did for CM Punk at that press conference after the pay-per-view? Tony Khan's a goddamn weirdo. Why is he calling this the Forbidden Door when everybody already doesn't know what New Japan is? Please. And now Slammiversary is going to be in Nashville. That's nice. Is there anything that I want to watch? Josh Alexander is your world champion. Josh Alexander sounds like a bench player on the NHL. If anybody tells me that Paige is coming to Impact, go touch her. That fake bimbo bitch got so much prosthetics on her. It should be impossible for her to walk straight with the amount of black men and silicone inside of her. It's disgusting. It probably mixes.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says.
This chick got a movie involving her. It was a movie.
Yeah, speaking of Paige, what would you do if WWE was to have Mia Khalifa? And Mia Khalifa was to come on Raw or SmackDown? What would you?
I bet she's gonna suck it up and tell everybody that she did theater. I guess it's dependent on the money Mia Khalifa gets. Either then it's gonna be on some feminist shit, and that's if Stephanie is still involved into the company. That she's not right now. But if it was up to Vince, if it was good enough money, Mia Khalifa would be.
She gonna strip.
Oh yeah, not really strip, but she will reference. She'll try to seduce somebody on the roster.
Hey, Mia Khalifa, Mia Khalifa and Mandy Rose.
She's sucking off the Street Profits. Mm-hmm.
Hey, are Mandy Rose and Mia Khalifa are like they have a broad penny?
Oh, stop. Yes.
But regardless, though, I was
that would be
but I was gonna point that out. But I was gonna just say that WWE they need to build stars real fast right now because I don't know if you heard, but Randy
Orton's out. Matt Riddle fucking sucks. Matt Riddle fucking sucks, dog. If they push the belt on him, if Roman Reigns leaves, I have to hear, hey, bro, he sounds like Rob Van Dam with Down syndrome. His charisma doesn't even push to a younger crowd. He's not low key. He has no personality. Most of his moves feel like there's no legitimacy at all. Except he does high knees, a chokehold, and does the same indie jobber shit as any other guy on the roster. Nothing can tell Matt Riddle apart from anybody else, like a Drew Gulak or a Ricochet that finger fucks himself after he gets hit with an RKO. I swear. Anybody tells me that Riddle's a star, they're on the same category as thinking that Rick Boogs deserve to get pushed. Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, he has Tourette's. Guys, he has Tourette's. It's perfectly fine. And by the way, I saw the segment with the Good Brothers and the Briscoes when the Good Brothers were going into the Briscoes farm trying to start a fight. And we're like, oh, remember, Uncle? They were trying to reference the Boneyard match on Impact TV. Get it? Because they know AJ Styles, and AJ Styles used to work for Impact, and they faced The Undertaker, and they were in the point. They're jobbers. everybody on Impact can't get the company over. They gotta move. They gotta turn themselves back to TNA, bring back the six sides because they're just an indie fed with a higher budget like AEW, except a less bloated roster and more has-beens. I swear to God. I heard Christian Cage turned heel though on AEW. To everybody's chagrin, no one cared. And I already went over this before.
I was gonna, yeah. I mean, remember when pro wrestling used to actually get over 10 million people watching a week?
Yeah, we understand that. And AEW can barely even get 1 million. They haven't they haven't, you know when's the last time they hit 1 million viewers?
Like a month ago?
No, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
They couldn't even draw that much during the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
the 2
but
pay-per-views already had this year.
Yeah, but according to the fans now, according to the smarts online, it's the greatest time to be a wrestling fan.
Oh my God, every year they say it's the greatest time to be a wrestling fan, and guess what? Nobody watches when it's the greatest time to be a wrestling fan. So don't say it.
Yep.
Don't say it. No one gives a shit about this Forbidden Door shit. As soon as Booker T heard it, you know what Booker T said? Yeah, who's there to watch?
And nobody gives a fuck about Raw or SmackDown. That's what their ratings is. That's why their ratings is in the shader too.
And why you're doing this? Why are you always trying to get crossovers with unestablished people at AEW? Nobody knows who Jungle Boy is. What that makes no sense.
Adam Cole saw, telling him to go go to the gym.
And this is no disrespect to what I'm gonna reference, but this is like it's like a crossover between DC and Image Comics when only people know Invincible. Does that sound good to you? And Spawn. Spawn's part of the Image Comics. If anybody knew, somebody probably thought Spawn was part of Marvel or some shit.
Yeah.
Whoever knows Spawn, he's that comic book anti-hero from the 90s. Cool-ass comic, coolest design. You know, the artist who did Spawn also did the Spider-Man comic, so go ahead, check that out. But, bro, there's just... bro. I don't give a shit about Forbidden Door. I'll deal with July SummerSlam and boring-ass, gonna be put into a ballroom Money in the Bank. That overused bullshit gimmick match that no one cared about since 2008 when they overpushed CM Punk, or they gave it to every run-of-the-middle jobber mid-carder that wasn't getting over, like CM Punk or Jack Swagger.
Yep.
The only good cash-ins were involving Edge and Kane and Rob Van Dam because people actually enjoyed those characters and didn't mind them in a weekly setting. But as soon as they heard CM Punk just saying that he was a straight edge and saying, my only addiction is wrestling. Oh, that's great. Wrestle Jamie Noble. You don't wrestle CM Punk. Undertaker, you fucking jobber. Sick and tired. Trying to feel like CM Punk was undervalued in the company, all because he chose to go to European tours out of his own under pressure because he's that much of a pussy, shit himself on live TV, and then he whines that he wasn't getting valued into the card while he was facing Hall of Famers.
Oh yeah, that's when he had that like Wolverine look too.
See, literally, wait, you main event Raw with John Cena while using an illegal move. You faced The Rock twice on pay-per-view. You faced Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, and then you wrestled The Undertaker on. Even if you didn't lose, that's didn't win.
Too. He also beat John Cena most of the time. That's what a lot of people forget about that.
While you go to AEW, guess who you're not facing? Sting, Cody Rhodes, while he was still under contract. While you're under contract, Cody Rhodes is more valued than you on AEW. And I get it; he had a higher position, but at least they treated their guy like a legit deal. While Punk, he's there having matches with Powerhouse Hobbs, Darby Allin, that looks like a toothpick if he was on Happy Wheels. Fucking jobbers. They're not legitimate stars. That means they don't treat you like a star.
What's his name? I forgot. Well, who cares? I forgot his name. These fans. Oh, I was gonna say these fans.
At least Sonic the Hedgehog's better than CM Punk.
I can tell. I can believe it. It's crazy how these fans they love to talk shit about like the late '90s, even though that was the greatest time to be a wrestling fan. You know, that was when ten or more people was watching wrestling on a weekly basis. When wrestling was to talk around town, when everybody at school, when teachers were talking about, did you see Stone Cold stun Vince McMahon?
You know what's
Did you see
funny?
The Rock?
I saw a Twitter clip, and a teacher literally brung out an image. It's like, kids, we're gonna watch WrestleMania 17, and the kids were as shocking on when they saw Edge spear Jeff Hardy on the ladder. And now you're seeing people do cutters on the ladder, and nobody reacts to clapping. The whole audience has been conditioned to be like Japanese people while they're having sex, emotionless and still.
Yeah.
I mean, emotionless and still.
Funny though. But yeah, I just find it funny though that nobody's talking about like how these fans online they love wrestling. They think wrestling is popular, even though when you go outside, nobody is talking about wrestling. But back in the late 90s,
we're talking about Stranger Things and your mom. We're not talking about those are the talk of the town. What your mom does in Stranger Things. We don't talk about goddamn wrestling.
Oh, but I was gonna add on to this, but they hate on the late 90s, even though everybody was talking about wrestling in the late 90s. You go to school when somebody's talking about, oh, man, did you see the NWO last night? Oh my gosh, the NWO and Dennis Rodman was so cool. Or did you see Stone Cold and Steve Austin and Mike Tyson get into it? Oh, I'm gonna watch next week, see what's gonna happen. Oh, did you see DS invaded Nitro? Oh, I gotta go. Oh, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next. Is Eric Bischoff gonna call out Vince McMahon for a fight? Oh, did you see The Rock? Oh, did you see The Rock turn heel? It's like Patrick
Mahomes is not going to WrestleMania. We're gonna see George Kittle and his wife. We're gonna see.
Oh, but yeah, that's what I'm just saying. That's what you were seeing back in the day.
We're gonna see Kyle use a check. We're gonna see a fullback.
It's like these fans just convince themselves that wrestling is popular when it's not. But they hate on other eras that was popular. It's like, dude, go to a school. Dude, if you was to go to a school in 98, 99, or 2000, you would rest everybody from teachers to students when you're talking about wrestling. Everyone was wearing wrestling shirts that it was talking around town. Like I said, when you were here, on that month, that following Tuesday night after, did you see Stone Cold Steve Austin with that beer truck? Oh my God, that was so cool. I want to be like Stone Cold one day. Oh, did you see The Rock? Did you see The Rock roasting everybody? Calling them jabronis. Oh, did you see DS invaded Nitro? Oh, okay. Eric Bischoff called out Vince McMahon for a fight.
Top dog, out of respect. I mean, I understand you talked about this multiple times over the stream. Let's go over Randy Orton's injury and see how that's going to affect the roster real quick.
Oh, we can talk about that.
Yeah, because we understand Randy's going to be out for the remainder of 2022. That's going to be a big blow over to the roster because legitimately the only top guys that they have is Lashley right now. They could push the belt to Rollins, but really nobody wants another babyface run.
Nobody wants Rollins in general. They're gonna have to call up the NS. They're gonna have to call up the NSC guys. That's what I see them doing. They're gonna call up Braun.
Who the fuck wants to watch Rollins? Who wants to watch Rollins on TV, dog? I'm being dead ass. Rollins is so autistic whenever he talks. You think you're better than me? I understand I know WWE's writing team is both with Down syndrome and dyslexia, but Rollins just makes sure that he can't execute it in a way that just make it sound like you gave a slow kid an opera script. It's so bad. And now I'm hearing Moxley's feuding with Tanahashi. Why should I care? Tonight on the Forbidden Door, we're gonna have a fight with barbed wire. Naruto! Oh my God, Tanahashi said he's gonna beat him up. Sasuke! That's not.
Yo, DST, I had a question. When did you stop watching? When was the last year y'all watched Disney Channel?
Huh?
When was the last year? I'll say this.
Last year I watched Disney Channel?
Yeah.
I would say
Hold on, wait right quick. I gotta go to the bathroom right quick. I'm gonna be back though. I'm gonna be real back.
No problem. Okay. Plus, the shows back then were better stages, theme songs, unlike today's back then. We'll hear fucking Migos while it's showing a crimson mask of Drew McIntyre. Obviously, buff men beating each other up means I have to hear racks on 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 racks. Like what? Huh? Did I miss something out here? Okay, put that on the new goddamn Def Jam game. I don't need to see that on my wrestling game. Jordan Grace, you're not hot. You have to put lipo on your waist so we can pretend that you're not 250. And I forgot Sting is still on AEW. He's still alive? Oh, and Christian turns on Jungle Boy and to nobody's chagrin. These guys had zero chemistry. And the fans are cheering! We just had a heel turn involving one of the baby faces, and the fans are in a major pop just for Christian to turn heel. We'll see him in the mid-card soon enough. Look in my eyes, what do you see? I have diabetes.
I'm back. So what was the last year you watched this channel?
2014.
2014? Dang. You beat me by a few years. I stopped watching like 2016, 2017, early 2017-ish. I just stopped watching.
Bro, all I was watching was YouTube at that point. So,
yeah.
Oh my God, Sin Cara and Dragon Lee versus the Extra Party.
The last Disney Channel show I actually liked was Living Maddie. And that was because the girl was hot. Even though, I would say the girl because she played both.
It's sad to see Sting like this. Yeah, it's good. It's sad to see that Sting is a lifeless corpse on AEW, and also Christian turned heel against who Jungle Boy is.
Oh, Anna Jay's husband.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the only dub I give him. That's the only dub I give him that he got Anna Jay because Anna Jay is fine.
Anna Jay is a good-looking woman, but I feel like she needs to work on her mic skills and stop being part of the Dark Order. By the way, break up the fucking Dark Order. Why does that still exist? So you can feel like you're good people because you represent a dead person that barely even lasted a year. Fuck out of here. Stop doing that.
Hey, they already out here with the Kevin Durant jokes. I'm on Twitter right now. They saying Kevin Durant next season would go to take Jersey.
Man, people gotta stop being on KD's dick all because he was a good player on a good team. Like, shut up. You guys were fans of Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder. Oh, dude, if they were patient, D Rose could have been healthy and helped LeBron beat the Warrior. You're being serious? So Top Dog, I need to understand your opinion. You feel like if the Cavaliers team from 2017 to 18, when they traded for Isaiah Thomas, they got Dwayne Wade. Who else? Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder. Did you feel like the Warriors had a chance? I mean, the Cavs had a chance. And this is after, I think, the first finals appearance of Kevin Durant with the Warriors. Top Dog? Did I mute him?
Hopefully I can join the next one.
Huh?
Oh, my phone is about to die. So I said I'm gonna have to go.
All right, appreciations, bro.
Oh, you
Thanks for
welcome.
coming.
Oh, go ahead.
Huh?
Wait, what happened?
Wait, so you're gonna sign off for that, or you're gonna fix it?
I'm about to sign off. My phone's gonna die.
All right. You have a good night now, Top Dog. Thanks for joining.
Oh, you too.
I understand it's getting a bit late for most people, so we're gonna cut this off short. This was fun. to get those vents out there and get all the information we can. So this is the DST show, and we're signing out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more if you enjoy my content, and all the other glorious people like Swerve Show, Cineville Productions that have their own videos. Top Dog, you have a channel? Never mind. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Shit.